guys, so today's video is going to be a review on the KKW X Mario collab collection situation. Plus I do a tutorial and swatches. My arm is full of swatches and they're getting all over my shirt, so that's lovely. I did come up with this tutorial. It is very, very basic. It's like using 4 shades in the palette and that's it. And I did use the lip products as well and I swatched them for you as well. And I tell you just kind of my thoughts, my overall thoughts on all the products and whether it's worth it or not. Before we get into this video, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Today's notification shout out goes to Mary's Bloom. Thank you so much for having my notifications on, and if you want a notification shout out, all you have to do is first turn my notifications on and then comment hashtag notification squad down below and you'll get a shout out eventually. So if you want to see this look slash this review on these products, then just keep on watching. Okay, so as you can see, my eyebrows are already done. I'm going to go straight into the eyes now. I'm going to start off with the obviously main course, which is the KKW X Mario eyeshadow palette, and I'm so excited for this. I've already opened it and I took some pictures for Instagram. I just haven't, you know, swatched anything or anything. So excited. The colors look gorgeous and I can't wait to see how they work on the eyes and stuff. Before I get into the swatches and the general tutorial, I'm gonna prime my lids using the KKW concealer, which I actually have been loving as well. Definitely going to be in my next favorites video. It is definitely full coverage as she states, and it adds a very good base to the eyes as well. I definitely want to use the blue shade. I have so many eyeshadows that are these shades, like why do I need a new one, you know what I mean? The first shade I'm gonna swatch is 2008, and it's like a quite nice glittery like inner corner highlight shade. So far by swatching it, I feel like they're super buttery and it swatches beautifully. Next one I'm swatching is this one right here, which is called Glam. Ooh, such a nice shade. Ooh, that's a nice swatch. I'm swatching them right here. Beautiful. Swatch is beautiful. Let me take this off too. Next one is Miami. Shout out to my hometown right there. I love that she named one after my hometown. Okay, so this is the first matte one that I've tried. Also really smooth. This is a good transition shade. Definitely gonna be using that. Ooh, it swatches so nicely. Of course, I have like 700 of these shades right here, but you know, you can never go wrong with another one. So then it's Armenian. Another like gold. I love a good gold anyway. Can never have too many. There's so many shades of gold that you can have. Next, it's a Loyalty. That's this one right here. Oof. I love the way that one swatched. Matte shadows can be tricky, but I think she got this. Super pretty. Next up we have Decade, which is right here, and this is probably a good brow bone highlight or just to set like your eyeshadow base. Because I'm so white, it's definitely not gonna come up here. It's not gonna show up on my skin whatsoever, but it did feel, of course, buttery and smooth. Next we've got Albanian. It's this reddish brown shade right here. I love me a good reddish brown shade. Use those like almost daily. Ooh, I'm so excited for the next two. Next one's Vegas, and it's this purpley one right here. Burgundy purpley. I hope it swatches really nicely. Alright. I think it needs another shot. Oh yes, this is beautiful. I'm obsessed with this color. I totally want to do like a whole look with that color, but not today, because today I'm going for this one, which is called Libra. So excited. Let's see how this one swatches. Hopefully very nicely. I didn't grab enough product there. That was my own fault, not the shadows, I hope. It swatches alright. Let's see how it performs on the eyes. I hope I'm not disappointed. And then the last one is Bronzy. Very original name. Everyone could use a good bronze in their eyeshadow palettes. Ooh, that one swatched gorgeously. Okay. This one's beautiful. I love the shade. Super pretty. Now that we've got all the swatches, let's get into the tutorial. I'm first gonna take Miami, of course. Best transition shade you can find, I'm sure. And just buff that into the crease. It's blending out so nicely already and I just put it down. This is gonna be my transition shade. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this. I'm not gonna build it up too much yet. There's nothing negative I can say about this eyeshadow right now. Before I move on, I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade, which is called Decade, and just highlight my brow bone with it. Ooh, it really does brighten up the brow bone. Then I'm just gonna take my fluffy blending brush with no additional product and just blend the two together. Alright, I'm gonna set down the blue, which is called Libra. I'm gonna use this synthetic brush from Morphe. It's a very dense brush. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's doing pretty well. I think it performed really well with a synthetic brush. I didn't need to use my finger whatsoever, which makes me pretty happy. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Loyal. Okay, with this one, there's a lot of fallout. I didn't really get that much with Miami. With all this blending, the blue kind of got lost, so I'm gonna put a little bit more on my lids. And then I'm gonna blend a little bit more. Hopefully it won't get lost again. I'm gonna be taking the Becca Backlight Priming Filter as my primer. I'm gonna use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. I haven't used this in a while either, so... Take this Tarte paddle brush and just buff it all in. I've mentioned this in like all of my videos, but this is the fastest way to blend your foundation. For concealer, I'm obviously going to use the KKW concealer, my favorite at the moment. And to blend that in, I'm going to use my Japonesque blender, beauty blender, whatever it is. And of course, you know I'm gonna bake using the KKW baking powder. Obsessed with this too. It is so finely milled that it is insane. It really does set the concealer so well. I'm obsessed. I always need to bake my nose because otherwise the concealer will come off, like, for sure. And as I dust away the bake, I'm going to use the brightening powder from KKW as well. And this is in the lightest one. I just literally took some and now I'm just wiping away the bake. And at the same time, it's brightening. So I'm going to finish the rest of the eyes now, and I'm going to take Miami on the same blending brush as I took before and just take that under the eyes. Then I'm going to take Libra, which is the blue, and just put that really close to my lower lash line. So now I'm going to put on lashes. I'm going to take these from Azaretto Cosmetics, and these are in the style Hollywood. And they're very dramatic, which I think would match this very dramatic blue look. And I'm going to go ahead and put these on off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did put on the lashes, and I also lined my waterline and my tight line and put bottom lash mascara. And now I'm going to highlight the inner corner. I want to do it a little differently. I was going to use this shade, which is called 2008, but I'm going to use this one right here instead, called Armenian, because I want this blue and gold vibe. Now I'm going to contour my face using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and using the lightest contour shade. And the brush I'm using is the Moda Brush contour brush. This is the BMD 120, which I'm obsessed with, and it was in my last favorites video. For highlight, I'm going to use 2008. I just want to see how it performs. I think I'm going to mix a little bit of Armenian in as well, just to make it a little bit more gold. Yes, girl, such a gorgeous highlight. So you can use this as highlight. Love it. For blush, I'm gonna use this Burt's Bee blush in the shade Bare Peach. Just want a little bit of a contrast between the blue, like the cool tones and the warm tones. Just go ahead and contour my nose as well. I always forget on camera. I don't know what it is. And then for lips, I'm obviously taking the KKW X Mario lipstick in the shade Classic K. So I accidentally like killed the tip of this, but whatever. I'm gonna swatch it first just so you guys can see the swatch. Super pretty, gorgeous swatch. I do want to test the lip glosses as well. I want to test both of them, see how that works. I don't know. Okay, so the formula is very creamy. Like when I say very creamy, think of the most creamy lipstick you own and then multiply that, because I think this is the creamiest lipstick I've ever tried in my life. Like it's almost too creamy. I don't know. It's no wonder I broke it so easily. It's very creamy. Like I wonder if it's because it was in a hot mail truck all day. Alright, I'm gonna take the first gloss, which is Juicy. This is the darker of the two glosses, and I'm gonna swatch it first. Okay, so this is very, very peachy. Like in comparison to the lipstick, it's like a different shade entirely. So I wonder how this is gonna work. Let's see. It's just adding a gloss. Alright, so it doesn't feel too sticky. It actually feels very nice. It's not too sticky. Let me try the second gloss. This is Super Nude, and when I first saw this, I'm like, whoa, it's gonna wash me out, and I think it is because I'm too white for this. Like I am so pale that when I swatch this, it does not look like anything. I don't know if you can even see that. It barely looks like anything. I'm gonna try it anyway just to see. No, I love it. I'm putting it like in the center. That way it kind of contours my lips and it makes them look a little bit bigger. Ooh, I'm actually obsessed. Alright, let me get some setting spray now. I'm just gonna use some Fix Plus. This is Max Fix Plus. So this is the finished look. My thoughts on all the products. I loved everything. Like there was nothing that I really didn't like. If I had to say that I didn't like something, it would be the lipstick formula, but I'm still not 100% sure if it's because it was sitting in a mail truck all day and it was just really hot and it's still kind of melting, but it's just so creamy for me that I'm not like the biggest fan. I like the color of the lipstick. I don't really like the color of the lip gloss, this one. And I don't know if this lip gloss is gonna work for me at all. The lip products were alright for me. They weren't amazing. The eyeshadow palette, I loved it. I think it's worth your money. I really do. You have your everyday neutrals and then you have your pop of color right here with the blue. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!